Cancer patients undergoing treatment often face an additional hurdle. The cost of wigs to cope with hair loss can reach hundreds, even thousands of dollars.
Now, one survivor is working to help. Joining us today is the founder of Cancer Kinship and their new Kinner Beauty Salon, Yodi Ordio. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, first, congratulations on your recovery. That's first and foremost. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
Sure. So my personal cancer journey started when I was 31. So this is 15 years ago. And I found my tumor on Thanksgiving Day of all days when I had family coming into town and I had a sharp pain. So long story short, I went and had my very first mammogram, and it was then that I uncovered, or the doctors told me that I had stage 3 breast cancer. And I had so much cancer in my left breast that I needed to start with chemotherapy first. And powered through 16 weeks of chemo, lost the hair, and powered through a very challenging time. And then from there had double mastectomy, radiation, reconstruction that took a whole year, and then a preventative hysterectomy. So it's been a long journey. Yes, absolutely.
That is quite a journey, and we are so glad to hear that you are on the other side of it, but that is so much to go through. And you have really changed from going through it to making this your message. Tell us what inspired you to create your nonprofit called Cancer Kinship.
Yeah, well, when I talk about my personal story, it actually is bookended with my mom and my sister. So I actually lost my mom when I was 10 years old to metastatic breast cancer, and then 8 years later, 8 years after my survival, my sister was diagnosed and passed away. So they were both 42 when they passed. And that's when my life went dark. I was navigating through grief. Thank you. Navigated through grief, started praying and hiking is what I did, and trying to find my purpose and my purpose for survival. So from there, that's when I started. I had been mentoring patients for a long time for my cancer center, and God bless her, my doctor said, I have one more patient for you to mentor. And that's when I started thinking, wow, the needs are so great. I've been asked to mentor over and over. Now it's time to roll up my sleeves and develop a nonprofit.
So tell us a little bit about the mission of your nonprofit, and if you can, I'm just curious of what that was like for you going through the experience of losing your hair and that looking in the mirror and having that feeling.
So starting the nonprofit was actually quite extensive, and I surrounded myself with amazing coaches, business coaches, nonprofit coaches that helped me develop the business plan around it, because nonprofits are a business. But the mission really is aimed at addressing the emotional impact of cancer, and we do that through 4 core programs, one of which is Kinner Beauty, our free wig program. And so when I lost my hair, I wasn't quite sure how soon it would happen. So about 2 weeks after my first chemotherapy is when I got in the shower one day, and when the water hit my head, a big chunk of hair fell. And that's when I knew that I needed to cut it off, shave it. Thankfully, my cancer center gave me 2 wigs that I would never have been able to afford at that time, because they are quite expensive. So I felt really grateful that I had this wig that helped boost my self-esteem.
So tell us about Kinner Beauty. How does it work?
Sure. So basically we have about 350 wigs on site on our or inside our salon, and the salon is really designed for one-on-one consultations. So our clients come in, they sit down, we have a conversation, and the salon itself, the consultations are done by survivors. So I do them a lot, actually. I enjoy doing them, and it's something beautiful, and something beautiful happens when a cancer patient who is super scared and is sitting can hear from somebody who's gone through it say, you're going to be okay, I've gone through it too. So but we do have a lot of fun in the salon. They try on different wigs, and we challenge them to put on wigs that they would never ever try. And we have a lot of tears in there, but we also have a lot of smiles in there, and that's where we have a lot of one-on-one, heart-to-heart conversations and find out what else they need. So we are able to link them up with other resources too.
No, that's awesome. That's really awesome. And I would imagine a lot of these wigs are going to be shown in this fashion show you have coming up, right?
Yes.
Showing off their stuff. Tell us about what you got going.
Sure. So part of our Survivor Empowerment Program, which is where our wig salon comes under, we empower our clients through fashion. So this September, on Saturday, September 30th, about 30 amazing cancer warriors are going to rock the runway, and that is a way that we boost their self-esteem and have their families see them in a different light. And we're really excited. We're getting ready to launch our 6-week empowerment program with the models, who are all our clients, and yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be very inspirational.
You see some of the pictures there, and I would would imagine as you see some without a wig, just proudly, walking that stage.
She took off that wig right at the last minute, and it was such a beautiful thing. She was shaky and nervous, and she took that first step. We were all crying in the back. We were all cheering her on. But again, it was just a great way for her to feel empowered and strong and bold.
Yeah, it's incredible work you're doing. It's wonderful to see, and thank you so much for being here to talk about it. Anybody who wants to learn more on kin or beauty by Cancer Kinship can head to cancerkinship.org. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it, and we will be right back after a quick break.